Wait a minute. A vampire slaying game set in the Wild West? Okay, let's talk about Evil West, a sick-looking western with amazing visuals and tight-looking combat developed by Flying Wild Hog. You know, I come from a place that's all about cattle, pastures, country singer duos, and cowboys. At least to most people in my country, that is. And fortunately or unfortunately, they're kinda right. And as I get older and now contemplate my life having always been the weird, odd one out kind of kid, I gotta admit that, deep down, I wish I was a little bit more of a cowboy, baby. Because of all the historical eras that have been reimagined by pop culture in its various forms, the very much North American Wild West has always caught my eye. Damn, I mean, who doesn't love some gunslinging, some Clint Eastwood mad dogging, some Arthur Morgan horse talking, am I right?
There, girl.
But also, one thing that I just gush over are mashups. And boy, oh boy, when you give me a crazy mix of stuff that I didn't know I needed before, do I go crazy for it. Exhibit A, Cowboys and Aliens, amazing. Exhibit B, Freddy vs. Jason, incredible. Exhibit C, Power Rangers in space meeting up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, unbelievable. So when you come at me combining a Western with another era/aesthetic that I also think is rad as hell, such as the Victorian Gothic period, sprinkled with a little bit of that steamy punk vibe, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got me. Interestingly enough, both of those eras coincide with each other, meaning that they are both kind of situated around the late 1800s. That's exactly where, or when should I say, most of our modern monsters come from. Dracula, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Frankenstein, and the like. So if you're like me and you're into stuff like Penny Dreadful, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and more importantly, Van Helsing, no, not the Netflix series, and yes, the amazingly cheesy mid-2000s movie with Wolverine in it, you'd definitely be interested in this game too. Oh boy, wait a second, that just reminded me of something. Who else here hasn't gotten over the trauma that was The Order 1886? Damn, rest in pieces. I loved that game. It was supposed to be a certified banger. What a waste of a concept, of amazing visuals and performances and gameplay, oh my god. Anyway, so apparently if you combine all these things that I just mentioned, you get Evil West, this new IP set to release this September 20th for PS4, PS5, the Xboxes, and the personal computers. Since its revealed trailer shown at VGA 2020, Evil West caught my eye from the get-go. Recently though, an extended gameplay video was revealed and I gotta say, it looks sick. In the new video, not only do you get to shoot some thugs and torch some satanic ghouls, but you carry this big-ass gauntlet, I love that word, that allows you to punch, puncture, and plunder your enemies while also harnessing the biggest superpower from the 1800s. Electricity. It looked super reminiscent of the greats from the third-person combat/shooter focused game, as if God of War, Red Dead Redemption, and Devil May Cry had a couple of drinks at the saloon and you know, one thing led to another. Regarding specifically the story, however, there's not a lot that we know so far, but the premise alone sounds so enticing. You run around as the badass gunslinger named Jesse, whose job is to hunt down demons and slay vampires in the name of the Rentier Institute, an undercover monster hunting organization whose agents work towards effectively dismantling the vampiric dread, endangering the pioneers of the West. Jesse's father, by the way, William Rentier, runs the place. I smell some daddy issues in the air. By the looks of it, you'll also get the chance to play as other characters in some form of co-op that they haven't really clarified yet, but hey, who doesn't want to go vampire hunting with friends, huh? The art direction in this game though, I gotta say is one of the biggest things for me though. The character design looks so on point and gritty and beautiful. The enemies seem to be varied and gnarly as hell. I mean, look at this guy. The weapons look super ingenious, making that mix of fire and lightning look incredible. I personally never really heard of developer Flying Wild Hog, I love that name, but from what I've gathered, they have a really solid track record, having released mainly first-person shooters, such as the Shadow Warrior series. Its third and final installment was actually released this March, published by Devolver Digital. While reviews have been kinda lukewarm about it, looking through some of the comment sections in the internet, lots of people seem to be very fond of the games. More importantly, they seem to be excited for Evil West 2, and honestly, it's been a hot minute since I found a third-party fresh new game to be excited for, and like I said, I'm so here for this one. So yeah, folks, the tail end of this year is packed and looks really promising. Confirmed so far, we have Evil West, The Last of Us Part 1 in September alone, Overwatch 2, Marvel Midnight Suns, Gotham Knights in October, the new Pokemon games Scarlet and Violet, God of War Ragnarok in November, Callisto Protocol and Hogwarts Legacy maybe in December. That's to just mention a few. 22 is going out with a bang, man. If you made this far into the video, I appreciate you deeply. Stay safe, stay sane, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you in the next one.